Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of The Bug Warrior. In today's video I wanted to share with you guys my experience with clearing the pit in Season 12 and what I believe is required to push beyond pit 126. Before anything else, I believe this will be my last pit push in Season 12 because in order to clear higher levels you will need a mix of good gear, good bloodied stats and a lot of luck. That being said, allow me to explain. Alright, the first thing is that you don't need perfect 4 or 5 GA gear. In fact, it is much better if you manage to find a 2 GA or 3 GA item that has great bloodied stats. If you look at the top players, well, they are either super lucky or grind non-stop, because those guys have 4 or 5 GA items and on top of that, fantastic bloodied stats such as more attack speed, more crit chance or more core stat in every one of their items, which is ridiculous. So the first thing that is needed to reach the stars is that crazy mix. As you will see in the end of this run where I show my gear, I do have a 4 GA Fists of Fate, 4 GA Mantle of the Grey, 4 GA Griswold Opus and 5 GA Pants and a 5 GA Ring. However, the only useful stat that I have is plus strength per killstreak tier. My Mantle of the Grey unfortunately has maximum life per kill, so it's useless, and my Fists of Fate have life on hit, and that is what makes the difference. But in order to find such items, you know the drill, you need to farm blood-soaked lair bosses over and over again. The last thing that is very important is luck when farming the maps, since in order to succeed at such high pit levels you need both a great crowd and a great boss. This is usually the biggest problem, so I imagine that the top players simply leave the pit over and over again until they see something worth of running. So what are the best types of enemies that you should farm? Well, after failing a lot, I can tell you that you want the snakes and the bats. The reason is that these enemies are fast to kill, so when you encounter them you can increase your kill streak fast. However, finding the right type of enemies isn't enough. There are certain milestones that you want to reach in order to have enough time to kill the boss. The first one is that you need to reach 100 kills in the first minute, or at least be very close to that. Then 250 kills in the first 4 minutes. And then you want to ideally reach Bloodbath in the first 6 minutes. The other thing is the pit bug. As you know, when the pit detects that there are more elites and champions than minions, then it destroys everything on the map and the portal to the boss will appear. Of course, this is easier said than done, since basically you need to slay all minions in both maps. So again, you need luck because you need to find small maps with the right crowds. In this run you will see that I actually failed at that, because even though I managed to trigger the bug and reach the boss at the 8-minute mark, I wasn't able to reach Bloodbath, so of course, fighting the boss was terrible. And that takes us to the last puzzle piece, which is the boss. In simple words, you won't be able to slay all bosses. You need to farm those that have minions and those that don't have an insane amount of armor. So there are very few bosses that meet these criteria. The best ones of course are Slither, the Seething Hive Master and the Spirit Color of Frost, but the true test when facing any of these bosses is surviving the Echo of Lilith, since that is instant death. This is what makes pit pushing so difficult, because so many things need to happen in order for it to work properly. Even here I was super unlucky to get the Blood Bishop. To be honest, I was about to quit since I wasn't able to reach Bloodbath, and again because I got this guy. The only reason why I continued was because I had a lot of time. Anyhow, that is what I wanted to share. This will be my last pit push in Season 12 for obvious reasons. From here I might take a break regarding pit pushing, and it's alright since Season 13 is around the corner. I will leave you with the rest of the run, you don't have to watch all of it. I also created chapters so you can quickly jump to anything that you're interested in. As always, please share with us your thoughts in the comments. We reached the end of the video, thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far and found the video interesting or useful, please consider to share, like, comment or subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.
Thanks.